Yeah, it sounds kind of trivial today, but we were carrying around flip phones, and they would have Edge or 3G on them, which is the predecessor to 4G and 5G, kind of where we are now. And so the notion of like this was like when you could send grainy images through SMS to each other. That was kind of the state of using your phone to do multimedia. So the notion of doing a live stream to a website from a mobile device period was pretty interesting, but then doing it as you're walking around a city, you're walking into bars and basements where the walls and the buildings kind of limit the reception. It was a big challenge. And so first we got it working at all. And then the big next challenge, at least from my point of view, was to add a whole bunch of different cellular modems. So you'd be connected to AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile simultaneously, and kind of use all of them. Like whichever one would give you the most data, you'd send more data through it. And the end goal was just to have a continuous, clear feed of Justin, even as he's walking around through crowded areas and in and out of bars and getting in and out of cars. And so it was fun. It was a fun technical challenge. No one had really done that. And it mostly worked after a few tries, enough that I think you could follow along in Justin's life. And I think that was the point.
Didn't he have a backpack that carried all the equipment? And wasn't it super heavy and you had to figure out how to lighten it?
Yeah, I mean, so the initial thing was, a camera, a small computer that would compress the video and split it across these different modems, and then a bunch of batteries, because this thing, you could use your phone to record or stream a video, but if you did that continuously, you'd burn through the battery pretty quick. And so he had like 10 pounds of batteries in this backpack so that he could go, up to, I think, about 12 hours without swapping batteries. And we had to make sure that even when he's swapping batteries, you can't just turn the thing off to recharge it. We had to make it hot swappable. So we had batteries on standby, and he'd plug in a new one, flip a switch to engage that battery, and then unplug the old one to go charge it. So it would never shut off, basically.
I mean, Carolyn and I are both sort of speechless because it just seems so hard. I mean, do you think that because you knew about hardware and software, you were sort of especially equipped to create this stuff?
Well, look, I mean, having worked with a bunch of brilliant engineers for years, like looking back on this, I know a lot of people who could have done this job. You just need, the right person. And I think Justin and Emmett's challenge, quite frankly, was like finding someone with that skill set that would be willing to work with them on this crazy project for basically no money. So that was actually the challenge. Not like, I don't think the limiting reagent was like good engineers. There were plenty of people who could do that. But it was really finding one who was willing to sign up for their crazy mission.